Welcome to online lectures by CA Studies. For more lectures online, please do visit castudies.lk.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's look at some question that is based on the exam question. That type of question only you will going to face in your exam paper. You will be facing the MCQ paper, but for that you have to definitely hard work for that, right? I will explain you how you have to face your exam. Take a question. The first question I have already given you a tute. Second tute, first question, that is as at 30th March 2022, 2027, your business has the following balances on its ledger accounts. The accounts balances only given. It's not a trial balance. It's not saying debit or credit balance. We have to find out. First one is bank loan 12,000. The bank loan 12,000. It's a credit balance or debit balance. Bank loan is what? Bank loan is liability. Once you get this paper, please write down. Why you are looking and just watching the video? Please write down. Bank loan means liability. So liability bracket එකේ දාන liability අර 12,000 එක ළඟ ගිහලා දාන credit කියලා. Liability owning credit side. So this 12,000 bank loan balance is credit balance. Second one, cash at bank 11,700. Cash at bank is asset, 11,700 is debit balance. Now capital is 13 million. 13 million capital is equity. So it's a credit balance. Now local business taxes 1,880. Local business tax, it's an expense. Right? Don't think about what is meant by local business tax. We haven't learned that. We are first time looking that. Don't need. Right? Tax, all the tax are expenses for the financial accounting. Right? Now trade payables 11,200. Trade payable is liability. Therefore it should be a credit balance. Now purchases 12,400. It's a debit balance. Now revenue 14,600. Credit balance. Revenue is income. Income should be credit balance. Therefore revenue is credit balance. Then sundry payable, it's a liability, 1,620. Then trade receivable 12,000, it's a asset, so it's a debit side. Now bank loan interest 1,400, it's a expense, debit side. So other expenses 11,020,000, it's a expense, debit side. Now vehicles 2,020,000, so it's a asset, debit side. Now there are three transactions given. After the transaction, read the requirement. You are required to draw up a trial balance showing the balances as at the end of the 31st March 2027. So you have to produce a trial balance. Now exam also like that. Exam after this balance is given, then it will be giving the additional information. After the additional information, requirement will be what is the balance showing in the trial balance as at this date for the trade receivable, or what is the debit balance total of trial balance. These are the question, very easiest question. Now there are many balances given. Now three transactions given. We will have to find out these three transactions are impacting which balances and which balances are changed after these three transactions. First transaction is bought materials for rupees 1 million, half for cash and half for credit. Let's see what is the impact in the financial statement element. Second one is made rupees 1,040,000 sale revenue, rupees 800,000 of which was credit. So 800,000 credit. So balance 240,000 should be cash. Now paid wages shop assistant of rupees 260,000 in cash. Cash wages, cash expense. Now three transactions given. For this three transaction, what we will have to find? First we have to find one by one which financial statements item impacting. Second, we have to find out this financial statement item is related to which financial statement element. What is the debit and credit. Now pass the debit and credit. So given transactions only impacting sum of the balances, sum of the account balances. So that account balances general ledger should be open. Otherwise how we can work on the balances, right? Now first, always once you got the paper, right, read the question fully. Right? Before reading the question fully, read the requirement. So before start the working, please read the question full. First read the requirement. First we have to read the requirement first. you are required to draw up a trial balance showing the balances as at the end of the 31st March 2027. Next, read the question fully. Right? Now one by one we'll work out. First transaction is, don't think about these balances. These balances will be finally end up with this transaction edited. Right? We will amend these balances by additional transaction. Always work first. Always give a priority to the additional information. So first is bought material for rupees 1 million, half for cash and half for credit. So bought material bought. So it's a purchase of stock. So this is called purchase. So purchase is 1 million. Of this purchase, 50% is for cash, 50% is for credit. So purchase will increase 1 million, right? Purchase is what? Purchase is expense. So purchase increase means, right, expense is debit side. So purchase debit side increases. So purchase increase 1 million, right? Before writing the debit or credit, let's look at the impact. Purchase is expense. So we found out the financial statement item. Financial item is purchase. Financial statement element is expense. In bracket, if you are learning first time, please write. If you are come from the commerce stream in the advanced level, no need to write. But if you come from the different stream, or if you forgot your theories in advanced level, please write this. Follow my style. It will be very easy, right? Even though you have studied, please forget about all the things, learn from fresh, right? Now cash, what about the cash? Cash reduces, right? Cash is asset. First step, second step we doing. Second one is credit. Credit purchase. So creditors are, we can say creditors or trade payables. Trade payables increase. It's a liability, right? First we found out the financial statement item. Second, find out the financial statement element. Now purchase increase. Purchase is expense. Expense increase means expense is owning debit side. So debit side increase. Now cash reduces. Cash is asset owning debit side. Cash reduces means credit side increases. Always increases gandoni. Don't take a decreases. My cash debit side increase na debit side increase වෙනවා, reduce na debit side reduce වෙනවා කියලා ගන්න එපා. Reduce na අනිත් පැත්ත ගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? It's not a mathematics, it's a double entry system. So credit side increases. Credit side increases by 50%, 500,000. මේක working එක පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ 50% into 1 million කියලා මේ working එක පොඩ්ඩක් පෙන්වන්න. හරිද? Then trade payable is liability. Liability increases. Liability is credit side. Credit side increases. 500,000. Now open a GL and pass the double entry, right? Now we have to open a 1, 2, 3 GL. Open a purchase account first. Purchase account. Purchase account. Right? Purchase account. Here, before we pass in the double entry, right? Let's pass the double entry, right? There are two ways. We can pass the first double entry and find out the balance. Otherwise, we take the opening balance given in the question and taking first. Let's pass the double entry and finally we go to the general ledger. Two methods are good, but best method is find out the double entry, pass the double entry and go to the balances given to the question paper. Let's follow that process. Now pass the double entry. Purchase account 1 million debit. So 30th March 2027, cash purchase 500,000. I am taking rupees 1,000 here. Credit purchase, trade payable 500,000. Now this is pass. So 1 million I have debit. Here 1 million I have debit. By I breaking and debiting, right? Because that is a financial statement. We have to show how much is credit purchase, how much is trade purchase. It can be right like 500 and 500 also, right? 500 cash and 500 credit also we can write. Don't worry about that. Now cash reduces. Now open a cash book. Cash. Cash, credit 500,000. Purchase. Right, now trade payable. Take a trade payable here. Always keep the cash book at least for 10 to 15 lines, right? Cash book will be bigger in any company. In your question paper also, cash book is the more transaction. You are also giving a 3 transaction, but cash book entries are more than other ledger. Then trade payable increases by 500,000. Trade payable account. Credit side increases 500,000. Rupees 1,000. Rupees 1,000. 500,000 increases. This is purchase. Always put a date. Even though I am forgot, you don't forget, right? You are going to face the exam. Now take a second transaction. Now done. Second transaction. Made rupees 1,40,000 sale revenue, of which 800,000 sales were credit. Sales done. In this sales 1,40,000. In this sales 800,000 were credit sales. So what about balance? So balance 240,000 should be cash, right? Very simple. So sales is a one financial statement item. Cash is one financial statement item. Then credit. Sales credit means is a debtor. Trade receivable. Now sales increase. Sales is income, right? Income, sales. So income on which side? Credit side. So sales increase means sales credit side increases 1,40,000. We can write 1,40,000. No, we can breaking the sales into 800,000, 240 and write, right? Both are same. To reduce the time, you can use the one entry. And when passing the entry, passing in breaking, right? Then cash increase. Cash increase. So asset. Cash is asset. Asset is debit side. So cash debit side increases by 240,000. So there is no rule. This debit should come first, credit should come last. There is no rule. You can use any order, right? Marks will be provided. Don't worry. Now trade receivable. Trade receivable is asset. Trade receivable is increase. So 800,000 increase. So trade receivable is asset. Asset is debit side. So debit side increases. Now pass this. This is how double entry found. Keep your mind, financial statements items should be found. Then financial statement element should be found. Then impact should be found. Based on the impact, we will find out the debit or credit side. Now sales account we have to open. Open a sales account. Sales or revenue, all are same account, right? Sales account or revenue account. Rupees 1,000. Now sales increased by 1,40,000. 1,40,000 should be broken. 800,000 and 240,000. 240,000 is cash. 800,000 trade receivable. Date is 30th March 2027. 30th March 2027. Now we pass first double entry. Now let's open a cash book. Cash book already open. Now you can see cash book has the more entries. Debit side increases 240,000. It's a sales. Sales or revenue, right? 30th March 2027. Pass. Now trade receivable 800,000 we have to open and pass. Debit side 800,000. Always keep a one line. Debit and credit side always keep, when you open a general ledger, always keep one line space, right? One line space in debit and credit side. We don't know which balance given in the question paper, right? So make a paper use karanna me ලෝභ වෙන්න එපා paper දෙන්නේ chartered institute එකෙන්. Right? You are spending for chartered institute spending for your exam paper. Somehow you recover your money through at least this, right? 800,000. So it's a sales. chartered institute එකෙන් දෙන්නේ paper එක විතරයි අපිට. Right? or paper එක use කරන්න. Sales. So done. Now third transaction. Paid wages shop assistant 260,000 in cash. So paid wage. So this is first, this is second, this is third. Paid wage. Wage එක pay කරා 260,000. What are the transactions? What are the financial statement item impacting? First, cash reduces. Second one, wage increases. Wage increases. Cash is asset. Wage is expense. Cash reduces means credit side increases. 260,000. Wage increases means debit side increases because it's expense. Expense owns debit side. Now pass the 260,000 cash. 260,000 wage account. 30 March 2027. Now pass the wage. Wage account we have to open. Open a wage account. Debit side 260. This is a cash. May your brain should work fast. Your brain should work fast. You should fastly train. Right? There is a psychological proof that is right. Psychological proof that is handwriting of the people will be ugly, right? You know who are those persons whose brain is working fast will be definitely having the ugly handwriting. In our practical world also you can see, can you read the doctor's handwriting? You can't, because doctor's brains are work fast. That's why he does not or she does not want to spend time on the writing. He wants to spend time on the making the solution. Therefore, writing is, don't try to write very clearly, very beautifully. Try to give answers that can be seen. That is enough. You can see my answers. You can see my figures. This is not a very beautiful. Don't give a beautiful answer. Give an answer that can be read. That is enough. Right? Now, 3 transactions done. Debit credit also done. Now finish. Now balances already given. Right? Now let's take a balances, trial balance. Now open a trial balance. Please follow this method. You will definitely pass the exam quickly. Now take trial balance. Trial balance as at 31st March 2027. Right? Trial balance sides are debit and credit. Debit 1000, credit 1000. Right. What is the first balance? Given bank loan. The bank loan මෙතන open කරාද? නෑනේ. එතකොට මේ 3 transaction එකෙන් bank loan not impacting. So take a bank loan same amount. Bank loan. So bank loan is liability, right? Just if you want, just put in a bracket liability. So liability is credit side. So bank loans 12,000 is liability. So debit credit side 12,000. This is how your brain should work. Now bank loan done. So put a tick in your paper. Now cash at bank 11,700. Is there cash at bank here? Yeah, cash bank here. Cash at bank, cash book are same. Cash at bank. So balance given. So balance brought forward we have to take and find out the balance carry forward. Balance brought forward on 30th March 2021 is 11,700,000. So what is the closing balance? 11,940. 11,940. So closing balance as a 31st March 2027 is 11,940 760 11 million 700 240 60 180, right? 180 11,180. Take this also. Cash at bank. Cash at bank. Now you cannot think and work. Now you have to see and work. Cash at bank loan, they have not mentioned liability or asset or expense or income. We found out through our knowledge that is a liability taken credit. Now we open the cash book ledger. Now from this we have to find out debit side or credit side. It may be credit side, it may be overdraft interest. Sorry, overdraft, OD. If credit side balance, OD. Debit balance, excess balance. Here it's a debit side balance, right? Debit side is higher. So brought forward balance here will be 11,180. So it's a debit balance. Don't always go with the theory thing. Think practically. Be a live student, right? Don't be a dead student. Now, third one is capital. Capital not impacting here. So directly take a capital. 13 million. Capital is equity. Equity is credit side. Equity. Next, local business tax. Local business tax. Local business tax is expense. It's a debit side. 1,880,000. Now, trade payable. Trade payable. Now, trade payable. See whether we have opened a double entry or not. We have opened a ledger or not. Yeah, trade payable we have opened a ledger. So, trade payable balance is given 11,200,000. 11,200,000. So, let's take a closing balance. Right? This is a brought forward balance. Brought forward balance. Our balance should be 11,700,000. 11,700,000 31st March 2027. Balance carry forward 11,700,000. Balance carry forward 11,700,000. Next, purchases. Purchases also we have opened a account. Purchase account is expense account. Purchase balance is given 12,400,000. 12,400,000. So balance brought forward 30th March 2027. 12,400,000. Balance carry forward in 31st March 2007 is 13,400,000. 13,400,000. If purchase returns there, we close the purchase return and take into purchase account. Now reduce the purchase. Otherwise, we keep the gross purchase in the debit side and keep the purchase outwards. Purchase return in credit side and showing in trial balance. Once we prepare the profit or loss, we deducting the purchase returns under the profit or loss under the purchase side. Purchase amount, right? Now purchase amount is 13,400,000. Next revenue. Revenue also we have opened. Revenue is income. Revenue balance here 14,600,000. Sales is 14,600,000. So balance brought forward on 30th March 2027 14,400,000. 14,400,000 1,040,000 there. So 1,040,000 means 15,640,000. Is it correct? 1,040,000 14,600,000 15,640,000. 15,640,000. Balance carry forward 31st March 2027. So revenue balance is credit balance 15,640,000. Now this is done. This is done. This is done. Now sundry payable. Sundry payable we haven't opened any general ledger. So sundry payable is Liability. Liability is credit side. So sundry payable is 1620 should be reflecting in credit side. Next, trade receivable. Trade receivable we have opened the general ledger. Trade receivable balance is 12 million. Brought forward balance is 12 million. So carry forward balance should be 12 million 800. 31st March 2027 balance carry forward 12 million 800. Trade payable. Trade payable is asset. So debit side balance is 12 million 800. Now next one is trade bank loan interest. So bank loan interest is expense account. Expense account is debit side 1,400,000. Next one is other expense. Other expense is expense account debit side 11,020,000. Vehicle is asset owns debit side. So debit 2,020,000. Next, wage account. We close the wage 260. Close the wage 260. So balance carry forward 260 in 31st March 2027. So wage account. Wage account is expense 2,060,000. So now if you add up debit and credit, it will be tally. Do I need to do that? Just try. You just pause the video and try. I will give the figure. 0 plus 1,880, then 13,400, 12,800, 1,400, bank loan interest 1,400, 11,020, 2020, now 260, 53,960. At this total 53,960 will be answer. If it is wrong, double entry is wrong, right? It should be correct, right? Next, take a second question. Second question is fully focused on your paper. That means here we are finding the things they already found and given 4 options. That's an MCQ paper. In that 4 options we have to select, right? I am reading for you. Take a second question. Beginners extracted the following list of balances from his general ledger at 31st October 2025. Sales 258,000, 258,542. Opening inventory 9,649,000. Purchase 142,958,000. Expenses 34,835,000. Non-current assets 63,960,000. Receivables 31,746,000. Payables 13,864,000. Cash at bank 1,783,000. Capital 12,525,000. That is the total of the debit balances in a bigger trial balances. Trial balance as at 31st October 2025, right? Option A 2,267,049,000. Option B 275,282,000. Option C 283,000. 283,148,000. Option D 284,931,000. Because don't lazy to read. Read. I am reading. You also should read. Then only your reading skill also increase. Now I am going to here question ask the question. The question requires what is the total of the debit balance. So මෙතන තියෙනවානේ making debit on when assets ටික select කර add කර. Right? Here I just show you how I did, how I am doing, how I am following. I don't follow anyone else, right? I am taking this sales, right? Sales how much? 258,542. Now opening inventory. Opening inventory is 9,649,000. Now purchase 1,042,958. Now expense 34,835. Non-current asset 63,960,000. Receivables 31,746,000. Cash at bank 1,783,000. Capital. Here don't think that trial balance given. Here not trial balance given, sum of the items given. Here debit side එක credit side එක equal වෙන්න නැහැ. මෙතන sales තියෙනවා. හරිද? දැන් මෙතන debit side ටික select කරලා add කරලා බලන්න. මේ credit side එක select කරලා add කරලා බලන්න දෙකම tally වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? Questions do the requirement, right? Don't try to check the examiner. Examiner checking you follow the requirement from the question paper and find out the answer, right? Don't try to be a smart person. 525. Now debit balances තෝරන්න. හරිද? Inventory is asset, yeah, debit. Now purchase is expense, yeah, debit. Now expense is expense, debit. Now non-current asset, debit. Now receivable balance is asset, debit. Cash at bank is 1783, debit. Capital is credit. Sales is credit. So these balances add කරලා බලන්න total එක එනවා 284,931,000. Option D is correct answer, right? If you miss one item, option A තියෙනවනේ, option A, option B, one of these will become, then you will choose one. That's why don't follow a systematic rule. For example, cash at bank, say cash at bank you forgot, you thinking that is a credit side. Now answer will be 283,148,000. Debit total is 283,148,000. This is option C. If you tick option C, this is wrong. Option C is wrong. So MCQ question charted follows. All the 4 options will be derived by the students, right? That's why you should correctly answer. You should find out the correct answer. That's why MCQ questions are hitting the marks. If you wrongly selected this, right, you will lose 2 marks, right? For example, forget about this second question. Think about this first question. In first question, right, here all the general ledger prepared and double entry passed and find out the trial balance. In the first question, forget about the question requirement. Now I am requiring you, what is the balance of the what is the total of debit? What is the total debit balance in the trial balance after these 3 transactions? If any double entry miss, right, the debit balance will be wrong. So if you give a answer, say option A is 53,960, option B is 54,960, option C say 53,700, option D 53,800, right? Answer is this, right? If you select say you missed this, so 260 debit and credit miss, so your answer will be this. You selecting this, so this is wrong. You will lose 2 marks if you select wrong question. If you earn 2 marks if you answer correctly. Always think negatively in exam paper. Always in your exam paper, yeah, I am going to lose this marks if you not answer properly. Always think negatively, then only you are working to take the marks will be increased, your hard work will increase, right? Here, so you work out this thing and given a wrong answer, now you will lose 2 marks. Think about, this is not an MCQ question. Right? Examiner telling prepare trial balance and find out the debit balance. Then now prepare trial balance prepare කරනවා කියමු. මේක අමතක කරනවා යා. හරිද? අමතක කරන then trial balance will be 53,700. Right? Then answer එක දෙනවා. Essay again debit balance total is 53,700. So this is wrong. But for the step these are correct. So essay questions, you will lose at least half or 1 marks for your answer, but for the working and steps you will earn marks. That is why essay question is better than the MCQ. MCQ questions are easy, but MCQ questions are for students who are really think and work. Systematic students we don't need. Don't follow a systematic, don't follow one style. Follow a style which is give you a good knowledge, right? අච්චාර වගේ ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? මේකේ සිස්ටම් වගේ ඉගෙන ගන්න වැඩක් නැහැ. මේක සම්ටයිම් මේ ට්‍රාන්සැක්ෂන් ඔක්කොම දීලා ඉවරලා ඕපනින් බැලන්ස් එක ඉල්ලනවා. හරිද? මේ කියමු purchase closing balance exam එකේ දෙනවා 13400. Then exam question asking this 13400 impact derived after this transaction occurred කියලා මේ transaction ටික දෙනවා. Right? Transaction දීලා කියනවා find out the opening balance. So we have to find out the opening balance. So what is the opening balance of purchase account? Now we have to work in other way around. Right? From this 30,400 purchases එක deduct කරනවා. මෙතන opening balance purchase එක add කරා. මෙතන closing balance purchase එක deduct කරාම opening balance එන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේ systematic ඉගෙන ගන්න. Logic එක find out. Find the logic and learn. So this is enough. This is enough to understand the double entry system and these things. Let's do. We will do more questions on this. So at the moment, this is enough. Please follow the correct way. So my approach is best approach, right? Find out the financial statement item. Second, find out the element. Second, find out the impact. After find out the impact, based on the side owning of the each account, find out the debit or credit. Then your exam will be definitely easy, my dear friends. Okay, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with castudies.lk for more lectures online.